A Brexit trade deal with the US won't be happening anytime soon following a rift emerging between the two parties, not just in negotiations, but in the wider special relationship between leaders as well, an expert has claimed. A post-Brexit trade deal between the UK and the US does not look likely to be completed by the end of the year, let alone September, an expert has claimed. Although negotiations kicked off in May after being delayed for weeks because of the coronavirus pandemic, they have stalled after major differences became apparent. Times Radio chief political commentator Tom Newton-Dunn gave insight into why the proceedings between Donald Trump and Boris Johnson's teams have gotten stuck. He told listeners, "The trade deal isn't happening anytime soon. Trump wants that done by September and the beginning of the US election cycle. That's pretty much stuck on the issue of agriculture. I think number 10 would absolutely love a new president." Mr. Newton-Dunn continued, "I don't think at the moment they could give a stuff whether it was Republican or Democrat, as long as it wasn't Donald Trump. They would rip Joe Biden's hand off if that's who came in. They would see him as a more reliable player, in terms of the old order. Any benefit now that Boris Johnson might have got from being a disruptor in the same vein as Donald Trump certainly now has worn off." U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer stated completing a trade deal with the UK this calendar year would be nearly impossible. He said agriculture was a fundamental issue for the U.S. The U.S. will not sign a post-Brexit trade deal with the UK unless its food standards demands are met. However, Boris Johnson is under immense pressure to protect UK farmers from US meat and food imports. For example, chlorine-washed chicken is banned in the UK, but is common practice in the US poultry industry. Tensions between the two countries were also inflamed when the UK government initially granted Chinese tech company Huawei access to 5G networks. According to the Financial Times, the U.S. president made clear to the Prime Minister his anger about the decision, which was taken despite American warnings about the firm's alleged links to the Chinese state. Consequently, Mr. Johnson has now reversed his decision, implementing a ban on the use of Huawei technology.